I created this Google Slides presentation as a way to play Why Did the Chicken with your class. And as you can see here, it's a creative classroom game of riddles. Now, you're using this as a game and not as a presentation like where you would click present and watch each one of the frames as you talk. It's not that type of presentation. So I want to give you some tips on how you'd actually use this. You can see that there's a title. There is this slide, which is the main slide you'll have up while you play, and then there's a score slide and also an about page at the end where you can get more information. So this is what will be up most of the time, and you want this to be as large as possible, so you can turn off these speaker notes. If you go into view and uncheck this, that will make it a little larger, and you can even expand it more by hiding the menus with this button here in the upper right. So this is about full screen, and you will display this. Now the idea is, if you're using this as a classroom game, it'll be almost like a game show with 3 to 5 students that will be answering random riddles. Then the class is going to vote on the best answer. So what you'll do is you'll pick one of these templates. I have them down here underneath this questions square, and you can mix these around if you want to, just to kind of mix it up. But one of these is going to be slid out of here and into the question space like this. This template says, what do you get if you cross blank with blank? And the blanks are going to be filled in with words that you're going to draw over here from this words area. And you can see there are a lot of red circles here. So let's say I pick this one at random and I drag this over, and we get a cricket. So what do you get if you cross a cricket with, and then you pick one more, and you can see how this generates many different random riddles. A magician. So what do you get if you cross a cricket with a magician? Then those 3 contestants, who are hopefully very creative, will have 2 minutes to write down a good answer to that. It can be silly, it doesn't have to make sense. They're just trying to get the class to pick their answer. So then they will send that to you. They might just give it to you on paper. They might send it through a shared Google document, however you decide to do that. And then what you would do as a teacher is read those to the class in a random order, and you would also type them down here in these text boxes. 1 response per box. So if there were 4 students, there would be an A, B, C, and D response. Using some class response system or maybe a Google form, you would then have the rest of the class vote on which one of those they like best. The number of votes that each student gets will go on here in the score page. So for example, if this student was Mark and he got 15 votes on the first one, you would put 15 here. Now each round that you do this, you could keep adding points on, and then you'll usually play this 3 or 4 rounds, and then you'll decide who won. So each round you would go up here and you could erase these prompts and draw a new riddle. So the idea is, this is making random riddles, and the students are giving their best creative answer, and the rest of the class votes on whose is best. There's more information about this on my blog, and in fact, if you go to the About page, you could click this link here, and there are many posts that I've put and pages that talk about how to use these creativity games with some creativity exercises.